Hello there. This is kind of part 2. I didn't bother to change or or do anything different. The first part was my first initial impressions of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. Part 2 right now is me unboxing all the packages that I got. So I haven't received any of my next-gen PlayStation 5 games yet. The only ones I've been playing are Astro's Playroom and Bugsnax at the moment. Because I'm waiting on my physical copies of Miles Morales and Demon's Souls and the Pathless, hopefully. So those are the ones I'm trying to wait for. However, in the meantime, I did get a few packages, and hopefully one of them is Miles Morales. And I'm just gonna do an unboxing right now. What are you guys doing? You're doing all right? Oh, okay. Oh, damn, that was fast. Okay, so if you don't know, this is the Nintendo Game & Watch re-release. This is an updated, it's smaller than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I guess they're keeping true to the form factor of the OG Game & Watch. So the Game & Watch is actually Nintendo's first portable that came out before the Game Boy. It's more along the lines of, like, you know, those cheap Tiger Electronic games where like there's only like 2 positions to move in between and like an action maybe in between those 2. This is kind of like similar back in the day. So Nintendo decided to re-release this. I don't know if this is going to be limited release or not. But I saw it and I was like, oh, 50 bucks? That's nothing. So I'll grab this thing for a nice tiny little handheld with a little nostalgia in it. Nintendo's actually fantastic at doing these re-release mini consoles because I don't know, they know their history. They have no problem with their and they're not ashamed to go back on their retro history. So that's really neat. Like if you see how small this is that 5 terabyte hard drive I was showing earlier. Like, look how big that is. It's tiny. So yeah, I won't open it right now just because I want to get through all these other packages first. So, oh no, this isn't gaming related. These are wireless. This is a wireless Bluetooth connector for my Shure headphones. I have this really nice expensive pair of Shure headphones, but they're wired. This gives me the ability to have them wireless. Because I do like the audio quality of those headphone drivers compared to like normal headphones. Maybe, and I hope I could hook this up to my PlayStation 5 because it's Bluetooth. And so I'll get a lot more use out of it. And I'm also wanting to use my headphones because I don't get to do that as often. I don't have to take public transit as much, and I'm not in the office as much, so I don't really need like my in-ear bud headphones. Okay, so what is this thing here? This is the next one. Oh my god, Microsoft. God damn, dude. You gave me this whole fucking box for this? Okay. Hold up a second. Hold up a minute. 2 pins from the Microsoft store. That one is the Master Chief the Master Chief helmet, and this one is a mystery controller one. So yeah, these were like on sale, I think, if I remember correctly. And they're in my shopping cart, and I was like, yeah, I'll get some merch for the Xbox launch because they actually have, for Xbox Insiders and for Xbox like Game Pass members, they have all this merch available for its launch, and I was like, this looks cool. I probably would never wear those stuff again though. Yeah, so if you check that out, that's the Master Chief. And if you're like, oh, look at that, that's the Master Chief's helmet right there, and the Halo 3 version right there. So yeah, I'll probably, what I like to do with this stuff is like create magnets out of them. Because I could probably use it more as a magnet, if anything. So that's cool. I like that. Master Chief is a classic character. His design will never die. Let's see here. So I got one of the Xbox controllers. Man, I was hoping to get a Sea of Thieves pin. That's okay. I got a magenta controller pin. So, like, magenta's not my color. So I'm kind of miffed. If there are any pin collectors out there that want one of these, hit me up. I'll trade with you, because that's the whole point of these things, right? We got the Joker Amiibo, which I wanted to get when it launched. This is quite an amazing feat for a Sega character such as this, or an Atlas character such as this, to go on a Sony, to go on a Nintendo console. So, and it's the Joker from the Persona series, so it's really awesome to have someone like that in the crew. Yeah, sweet. That completes my collection. I don't really want any other Amiibo. I have some, but I'm not like the biggest collector of them. So I hope, but I appreciate when Sega characters on there. So I have like Sonic, and I have, what else is on there that I enjoy? I have a bunch of other ones, but yeah. Okay, what else is there? Oh, cool. Like, this is the one I really like too. Okay, so here's another next-gen-ish game. This is Sackboy's Big Adventure. So this is the PlayStation 4 version. They only made the stuffed animal toy version of this for the PlayStation 4, even though they sell a PlayStation 5 version. Let's see, does it have any PlayStation 5 branding on top of it? No. Nothing. Oh, the only thing it says is that it's right here. It says here that it's PlayStation 5 upgradable. So that's cool. I like that little cool stuffed animal in there, the Sackboy in there. So that's nice. This is also developed by Sumo Sheffield or Sumo Digital, one of them. But Sumo Digital helped make the Outrun series and the Sega Rally series for I think the 360 era. So they made those kinds of games. I like supporting them. They actually do really good work. They kind of got effed on, what was that last game that they made? They kind of got screwed. So I want to keep supporting them. And Sackboy is pretty good. Like, I don't, like, Little Big Planet wasn't a big draw to me. I see the appeal. Of Little Big Planet. I can't get into those kinds of things, like, at all. But this is a straight up platformer, which is backwards compatible with my PlayStation 5. So I was like, yeah, cool. I'll pay for that. However, this is expensive, relatively. I think this was like $90, which is definitely, we'll say, at this point, not worth it. But hopefully, because I don't think they'll sell too many of these, that it will be worth it as a collector's item in the future, which I always enjoy to collect. So yeah, that's all I've got right now. Still no Miles Morales, unfortunately, but hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, that's my initial reviews of a lot of this stuff. So I'll probably do a formal review the more time I spend with them, because right now I wouldn't say I'm scared to play my PlayStation 5 or my Xbox, but like I'm worried that like a data corruption might occur, or a game save file data corruption might happen. So I'll wait on that. But yeah, I think overall, I think that's a pretty good get. Like I said, I'm not going to get too many of my pickups this month because like a lot of the pickups went to the big stuff. The end of November was yesterday, so I decided to make a November pickups video, even though I haven't even finished my October pickups video, because I just had no time. Having a full-time job and doing all this kind of stuff it's really hard. I would like to make more videos on a regular, like hopefully every week, but I can't because I'm crazy busy right now, with like family and work, actual work, and like actually trying to play these video games. So it's been hard, but I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. I've been playing with my Xbox Series X and my PlayStation 5 so far. Both are excellent systems. I'll have a final thoughts kind of video coming up soon, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But for right now, like let's just talk about my stack of stuff that I need to open up, because I've been waiting to open them up, and I like doing them on camera, and because it's kind of like a surprising kind of thing, so I kind of like it. So anyway, to sum up, the two main games that I got for this month is Yakuza Like a Dragon, and then Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is the back cover of Miles Morales. Normally it looks like this. I just like the artwork that they have on the back cover. So here you go. So I got these two games right there. It's really funny how I got this game. Walmart had for sale this launch edition. Too bad it's only launch edition, but I'm okay. I already have the original version of Spider-Man. the 2018 version. But the Walmart, so they were selling this for $26, and I'm pretty sure it was a mispricing, because they like shut it down immediately. But I put in my order as fast as I could, thinking like, hey, if they cancel it, they cancel it, no big deal. I still have my other pre-order on the way. So I ordered at $26 basically, so like $30 plus tax, and then I got an email confirming that like, oh yeah, the order's through, we're gonna be shipping it at like X date, and I was like still waiting because they still have the ability to cancel that order at any time before they ship out. So a couple days flew by, and then they're all like, okay, it's shipped. And I was like, whoa, so they actually did charge it. So they charge at $30, and then I get a secondary email right after that confirmation email saying that, oh yeah, like there was a price, the price was incorrect on the website. We're going to be giving you a gift card for the difference that was supposedly in their system, and we're going to charge you the full price of the game. So I was like, okay, that's fair, but at least I'm getting like a $20 gift card from it. So I double check, it all goes through my PayPal account, and so I have the charge for $30 for this game. And then I think a day after I got those two emails, I got another email saying, oh, here's your Walmart gift card for $20. So they never charged me full price for one, and then they gave me a $20 gift card. So I got this for like 10 bucks for a next gen game, which is awesome. Yeah, this game is really nice. Definitely this was hanging out in my PlayStation 5 for a while, but then when Bugsnax dropped, when I started playing that, and then I started playing Astro's Playroom, like those pretty much took up the majority of my time. I played definitely between those two games 3 times as much. I spent 3 times as much time on those games compared to this game. Because like this game is cool and all, it looks great. But if you played the 2018 version of Spider-Man, it's pretty much that. It's a little more limited in scope, but it's a nice technical marvel to have. It definitely feels a little bit like DLC, but it's really, really, really good DLC. Try it out if you can. I didn't get Demon Souls because I think I'm gonna get that for Christmas, and I'm hoping that I get a certain version of it. So that's what I'm waiting for. But it doesn't matter to me anyway because I have so many games. Like I was playing Bugsnax, Miles Morales, Astro's Playroom, and then on the Xbox I've been playing this. I put 60 hours into this game already, and I think I have 4 chapters left, and I don't want it to end yet. Like this game, like a Dragon is so freaking good as an RPG and as a friendship story told in the Japanese perspective that like I don't want it to end. Like I want to keep playing and grinding my levels for each one of the characters. Each one of them is super endearing, and the English voice cast is really well done. I want to replay it again in Japanese just to get the full effect of it. The karaoke songs are the selection is spot on. So yeah, I put a lot of hours into this already, and it's basically the only game I've been playing on my Xbox One consistently. Like I've tried like Gears 5, or on my Xbox Series X. I've tried Gears 5 and I've tried Ori in the Blind Forest just because like they've been upgraded for those versions, and so like I wanted to see with my 4K OLED TV how they would look, and they look phenomenal. But like I already beat those games like a year ago. Yeah, so this basically has been spending time in the Xbox. Both systems overall, I like them a lot. The problem is that Xbox doesn't have a proper launch lineup, and that is one thing that Sony has always been good about. Like I'm pretty sure they have some executive up there whose sole job is to make sure that the PlayStation brand and the console itself has a consistent release calendar throughout the whole years. Like Sony's been good at this, has been doing this since like 2016, around that range. And like every month or every 2 months, you're always talking about a PlayStation title that's releasing, or exclusive that's releasing, or a free game that's releasing. And they have a certain like knack for it, and like they purposely, I'm pretty sure this executive or whoever takes care of this brand manager, his sole purpose is to make sure that you as a gamer spend all your time on the PlayStation console, because there's so many other distractions out there. We got like movies, TVs, comic books, anime, whatever, and they consistently hit the head on the nail with having consistent releases every single month. Like, and I remember that starting with Uncharted 4 and Infamous Second Son. Like, once those hit, like the first couple of years of the PlayStation 4 era, like it was hit or miss. Like, you had stuff like The Order 1886, something like that, and some other stuff, but like not until those two titles hit, and like they kept the consistency up to the point where it's like, boom, here's Horizon Zero Dawn, and like boom, like another like game, like a hit came up. So it was like the Uncharted 4, what was it called, like the Lost Symbol or something like that, like that came out, and then like all of a sudden, like all these, like they all started lining up. So like every month or every couple of months, like you had a hit PlayStation game, and it continued with ultimately with their like PlayStation Plus free games. Like Fall Guys is probably going to be like the #1 free game of 2020, and like it took the whole summer of 2020 by storm. And so like everyone was talking completely about that. Like if you look at the summer schedule, what was supposed to happen was that release wise, we were supposed to get, I believe in the order was Fall Guys, and then the next one was supposed to be Ghost of Tsushima, and then The Last of Us Part 2, right up until the PlayStation 5 release. So you're like that whole 3 to 4 month period, you're always going to be talking about a PlayStation exclusive game or platform. So like they were like all the way up that. Unfortunately, what happened was that like The Last of Us 2 Part 2 was leaked, so then they had to like push it way forward up into like April or something. So there was kind of a lull in that August to September to October time schedule, because everyone was focusing on the PlayStation 5. But like, yeah, like up until that point, if you go back like 3 years, like there was a consistent, like there's a new PlayStation game for you, and for like, or there's a new PlayStation release that everyone could enjoy or at least talk about or get buzzed about, that it kept PlayStation, even though the PlayStation 4 was in its like golden years, it kept the PlayStation 4 in the limelight for for a lot of the past 3 to 4 years. So kudos for Sony for doing that type of stuff. Anyway, back to the pickups. So I got some other packages here. So I kind of know what's inside of certain ones, but some other ones I'm gonna be surprised about. So let's just go through it right now. So like this one, it has my name on it, but I don't know exactly who this is from. So let's open it up and see. So this, okay. So this is from Sony Sony Direct, PlayStation Direct. So they had a huge sale, or Cyber Monday sale for their stuff going on. So I decided to pick up some stuff for pretty cheap that I don't already have, that are exclusive to the PlayStation 4 platform. The first one is PlayStation Worlds, or VR Worlds. And yeah, so this is like semi-demo. So I played a lot of these games during the PlayStation Experience that dropped here in San Francisco, and that was like before they even knew what they wanted to do with the PlayStation VR headset. So they had a bunch of these demos running around, and I played the London heist one. I remember that because I spent so much time trying to figure out how to reload the gun inside of the VR headset, and the person running the kiosk was like, "Oh no, you have to do this," and she like held my hands. I was like, "That's awkward," and I can't see. So all I feel are hands, but I see on the screen like all these bullets come at me, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, so yeah, so I decided to get this. This was like, I swear to God, I think this was like $4, because like it's a demo disc, really. Next one, I got Medievil, which is a remake of the original title from the PlayStation 1 era. I never played the PlayStation 1 original title, but I do like if I know this is like a far stretch, but like if this was anything close to Ghosts and Goblins, like I wanted to try it out. Plus, it's a, I mean, it's like a PlayStation like property, so I wanted to collect this one. Over in Europe, in the EU, they had like a really cool steelbook version of this, and it was like a green steelbook, and it looked really cool, but in order to import it, it costs like $100. So I was like, I don't want to pay $100 for something like I had never played before, and with a franchise I'm not too familiar or in love with. So yeah, I grabbed this one. I think it was $10 for this one, when it's been hovering around like $40 recently. Oh yeah, so here it is. So this one. So Uncharted Lost Legacy. I hope I got that one right the first time. But yeah, so I never played this one, but I played the other DLC from the previous games. So, but I wanted to try this out because Uncharted is freaking phenomenal. And yeah, this should be a quick jaunt through back to the Uncharted world. I don't know if they're gonna make another one, so I was like, eh, screw it, I'll get this one. And again, $10 for this one. And then lastly, I got this guy. This is cool. So I got Nioh 2, which I'm terrible at all the Souls types games and this type of genre, but I wanted this cool special edition because it comes with an art book and a steelbook. And I think this originally retailed for $80. And I think I got this one for $30. I was actually surprised. I saw it hovering around like $40, like on Amazon, and I was like, maybe I'll wait, or maybe I'll find it. But PlayStation Direct had it for $30, and I was like, cool, done. Even though I think they're remastering this Nioh 1 and Nioh 2 for the PlayStation 5. I think that was just announced, but it's not gonna look like this. It's not gonna have like a full-on, you know, box. Like, this is cool. I like this, like the packaging and everything like that. So sweet. All right, good gets. A lot of PlayStation stuff. So I don't think I bought any more Xbox stuff because everything I have now is either on Game Pass or I already own it. Oh yeah, so this one's cool. All right, sweet. All right, so this is one of the Black Friday sales that I got from GameStop. This is 13 Sentinels. This is a Sega Atlas RPG kind of game. The buzz around it was really good around the community because it's kind of like Evangelion cross like Persona, I guess is what people are like hyping it up to be. I got it mainly because it's a Sega title, and hey, it's got anime characters, so sweet. I heard very, very good things about it. I got this version apparently, which is includes an art book. I didn't realize. And yeah, I can't wait to shelve this for a while and then try to finish my other RPGs that I have. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to play this one. There's another RPG, I'm pretty sure it's in here, that I bought along with this GameStop order. But I'm glad I got this paper version of it that I can have in my collection. Yeah, here you go. All right, so then the second part of my order was the Sakura Wars game. And then, why is it open? God, GameStop, I freaking hate that you do this. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I got this for $20, or probably even cheaper than that for Black Friday. Is there anything else in there? Nothing else. So yeah, so I got these two, both Sega properties. Sakura Wars has actually been around for a very long time. I remember playing an import version on the Dreamcast, like a ripped version on the Dreamcast. And yeah, they kind of, I think they were trying to test the waters in the North American market on whether or not to release this one, because there's not a big market for Sakura Wars. A lot of like Americans don't know what Sakura Wars is, and like I kind of know what it is. I remember there was a dating simulator I used to play on like a web page, because when I started getting really into anime, it was like Evangelion and like Sakura Wars, and they all had like dating sims. So this is pretty cool. I mean, these two alone, there's going to be at least like 80 hours of gameplay between both of these. I do want to hop into both, but I don't know when I'll have time to do that, because priority goes to Yakuza. Right now, up until the end of the year, the priority goes to Yakuza, Cyberpunk, and Miles Morales. Like, those are the three I want to finish before the end of the year, and then whenever I get to these other games, I'll try to get to. So yeah, this is a cool snack. Oh snap, I did buy this. Oh, okay. So I got this 8K HDMI cable with 120 hertz. Both consoles, the newer ones, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, both come with 4K 120 hertz HDMI cables, but they're not long enough for my TV setup. So I bought another one, which I had in a previous video, I believe, and that was a monster cable, which is nice, high quality, but it would not accept the Xbox Series X 120 hertz signal. So I was like, well, that's kind of crap, because it says right on the box that you do 120 hertz. It's kind of BS. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. So I returned that one, and then I ordered this one, which ended up being a little bit cheaper, I believe. But it's from like a manufacturer I don't know anything about. So that's why I was kind of like, I don't know. But a way you could tell this is for like HDMI 2.1 spec is that the cable's a little thicker. Now obviously this is a braided cable here. But it says 8K all over the dang thing, and it is a little bit thicker. So it was thicker than my other one that I ran for my setup. So other than that, there's nothing that really says it. But we're going to be testing this one out hopefully soon, because I wanted to have 120 hertz enabled for like Gears 5 multiplayer and everything. And whenever like Halo Infinite decides to drop down. So yeah, I'm going to try this tonight. Hopefully it works out. If not, I will definitely send an angry review back and try to get my money back, because that's BS if they try to tout abilities that they do not have. Okay, so cool. That one's done. This is here. Cool. Alright, so because I am a Google subscriber, like plus subscriber or whatever you call it, they had a promotion for to get Google Stadia for free. No, this is pretty heavy. So I was like, screw it, it's free. So it comes with the controller, and I believe, what else is in here? Controller and Google Chromecast Ultra. So we could do some cloud gaming on this dealio. It also has, let's see, Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth, well that's the controller. And so yeah, I don't know if it comes with a little mini subscription for the service, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal, because I already pay for like their services anyway. Like I love the fact that YouTube doesn't have any ads when I run them, and it's really odd to me when someone's like trying to show me a YouTube video and there's like an ad running through it, and I was like, what the hell is this? Like it's the weirdest thing to me. But I pay for my ads to be taken off my my videos, so I suggest you do too, because your time is valuable. That's my take on that type of thing. Anyway, so it's, what's this say? It's dangerous. Oh, that's cool. Got some little gaming. It says here, you've got something special. And then the epic Zelda line, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. So, referring to this guy. So yeah, coolio. It's, oh yeah, one place, what does that say? One place for all the ways we play. That's cool. I don't know. I heard the consistency for the for the games is not as good, and I actually have a buddy of mine that worked on this project, and I wanted to check it out. It's just like everyone's like took a crap on it. I was like, what the hell's your problem? You guys are getting the future of gaming like right now, and you already know that American internet is terrible. Like compared to to Japan and Korea, their internet is vastly superior to American internet, and so not a lot of people kept their expectations in check for what they wanted from Stadia. But trust me, like people are gonna play. This is gonna be the future. Like this is gonna replace our consoles and junk like that. I don't like it that that's the future, but it's gonna happen. People do it with their phones already, and if the technology is developed even further, like, so one technology that I know that helps push along this new era of video gaming is Microsoft Flight Simulator. So Microsoft Flight Simulator, the entire game does not exist on your console or well, it's only on PC. So the entire game does not exist on your PC. There is no way for your PC right now to cheaply hold the entire world onto its hard drive. It would cost way too much, because I think if I remember correctly, one of the engineers for the game was saying that, like, oh yeah, the entire world, which means like land, water, topo, like height and everything, weather simulation, the city data for like all the buildings, all the roads, and all the airport data, and also the actual flight info that runs through the game. I think all of that takes about like 9 exabytes, something like that, to model the whole entire Earth. And so like there's like nobody that has their personal storage that is like that inside of their homes, or it's like completely rare. So the whole thing is streaming off of a cloud farm somewhere into your PC relative to your location of where you're flying your plane. So the fact that they're able to pull that off in Flight Sim while having like super realistic physics for the weather, time of day, landmarks, and like the topo of the Earth accurately is insane. That it works so well in that game. It is a slow-paced moving game, but it is when it works and you're on max settings for it, it's amazing to watch. And so that is that whole streaming setup that they have right now. That is a precursor for what's going to happen for future Microsoft products and future games. And that will probably be the roadmap for what else comes. So if Stadia is upgraded to that, you know, level of quality, and and we get to that, like if you have really fast and well-connected internet, you're going to be good for gaming. You wouldn't have to like buy a console anymore, because everything would be streamed off of like your laptop or your phone or your tablet, something like that. So yeah, that is the future of gaming. I can't wait. I actually want to try to hook this up because I heard there's like a lot of fun stuff you could do with this. That and the Chromecast is really cool. Chromecasts in general and streaming devices like this are sick. I think they're super convenient and really they enhance your whatever display, older display or newer display that you have. And it's a lot more flexible on what you could do. Like sometimes you have apps running off of like an LG OLED or something, but they're, I don't know, how do you say this? Like I want to compartmentalize a lot of those kinds of services. Like I don't want the TV interacting too much with a lot of my services in general, and the Chromecast is a definitely easy way to separate those two services, which if that makes any sense. Like I don't want one service overpowering another, because I have in our household it's super multi, like we have like everything. So like we have PCs, we have Apple Macs, we have an iMac, we have Apple TV, we have a Chromecast, we have PlayStation, we have Nintendo, we have Xboxes, we have like everything. Like it runs the gamut. And so like each one has their very specific uses for each other, but none of them really overpowers the other one. So it's nice and balanced, and we're not tied to, if one fails, one acts as like a backup or like a failsafe. So, and not one dominates the other one in order for us to like, what do you call it? To be walled into each one's specific garden. So it's actually kind of, it's good to be flexible. Like that's if anything, our setup is pretty flexible. So, but yeah, it's cool to have. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else. This is a pretty good stack of stuff to get. All things considered, I mean that's a lot. Like if you look at this, like if you look at this crap, like look at that. That's a healthy stack of stuff to get. And I will not be able to finish any of these. Well, I'll probably finish Yakuza first, and then move on to the next thing. So I'll probably finish this, and then yeah, wait until 2021 until like the next the heavy PlayStation title comes down, and I'll be happy. I'll probably be playing 13 Sentinels in the meantime after that, and Sackboy. I forgot Sackboy. So yeah, that's pretty much my getup right now. I'll post my videos and final thoughts on the next generation consoles soon. I just want to have more time with it, and with all of the updates that have been cycling through, they're definitely fixing a lot of initial problems that occur with both of the systems, which is expected. I mean, it always happens with first year runs of things like cars. So they're just working out all the bugs and everything like that, make sure everything's all nice and tight. So yeah, I hope you found the PlayStation 5 out there. Like that market is shameful, actually. It's really sad. All these scalpers trying to, they totally cornered that market and took over all those consoles and are selling them like 3 times for MSRP, which is tragic for people that really want to game on these things. And not so much with the Xbox Series X, although they have run out and they've sold out of all of them, or the Xbox Series X, sorry. But yeah, it's a hard time. But hey, just as an advice, honestly, there isn't too much right now of a big difference between these consoles compared to the if you already have a previous like PlayStation 4 Pro or Xbox One X. There's not that big of a difference, other than maybe load times right now. Graphics are arguable, probably for 60 frames for existing PlayStation titles, but other than that, it's I wouldn't say it's like the $1,000 difference or like a $600 difference you would pay for either of those consoles right now if you try to find them. So just wait, you'll be fine, honestly, because a lot of this stuff is backwards compatible. Like Yakuza is backwards compatible. Miles Morales you could find on PlayStation 4 and it's backwards compatible. The certain version is backwards compatible. Same thing here with Sackboy. So yeah, don't fret. Like just enjoy your holiday season, and at least Skype or Zoom with your family at least, and say, hey, like, we miss you guys, because they're definitely hurting too. If you're not already depressed by this season. Yeah, so stay healthy out there, keep gaming, and yeah, happy holidays. See ya, bye.